Before we start, I'm not a therapist, behavior analyst, or autism professional. I'm just a parent sharing what actually works. Tools that therapists use, but explained in a way anyone can understand and use at home. If you're on a long waitlist for services, can't afford therapy, or live somewhere with no autism support, this video is for you. This is the exact strategy that therapists teach families in ABA, occupational therapy, and special education, and you can start using it today, for free, at home. Let's talk about first/then. The problem every autism parent knows. Transitions are a nightmare. Getting your child dressed in the morning? Meltdown. Leaving the park? Meltdown. Turning off the iPad? Nuclear meltdown. Brushing teeth? A 45-minute battle. Getting in the car? They're running in the opposite direction. Every single transition is a fight. And you've tried everything, counting down. We're leaving in 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, bribing. If you get dressed, you can have a cookie. Threatening. No iPad until you put your shoes on. Begging. Please, we're going to be late. Just get in the car. And none of it works consistently. Here's why. Autistic brains struggle with transitions. Going from one activity to another requires stopping something they're focused on, processing what comes next, managing the anxiety of change, doing something they probably don't want to do. It's cognitively and emotionally overwhelming, so they melt down. Not because they're being defiant, because transitions are genuinely hard for their brain. But there's a tool that makes this easier. It's called first/then, and it's used by therapists in autism interventions all over the world. What first/then actually is. First/then is a simple visual and verbal strategy that shows your child, first we do this thing you don't love, then you get this thing you do love. That's it. Examples. First shoes, then car. First bath, then tablet. First 3 bites, then dessert. First teeth brushing, then bedtime story. Why this works when other things don't. 1. It simplifies language. Instead of, we need to get your shoes on because we have to leave for therapy in 10 minutes, and if you don't cooperate, we're going to be late, and then we'll miss your appointment, you say, first shoes, then car. Short, clear. 2 steps. Autistic kids often struggle with processing long verbal instructions. First/then reduces it to the essentials. 2. It sets clear expectations. Autistic children do better when they know what's coming. First/then tells them what they have to do now, what happens immediately after, the sequence of events. Predictability reduces anxiety. Reduced anxiety reduces meltdowns. 3. It uses motivation, not threats. Traditional parenting often uses threats. No iPad until you get dressed. That focuses on what they're losing. First/then flips it. First get dressed, then iPad. Same outcome, but the framing is positive. When you do this, you get that. This uses something called the PREMAC principle. Pairing a less preferred activity with a highly preferred one increases cooperation. 4. It's visual. Many autistic children are visual learners. They process what they see better than what they hear. A first/then board lets them see the plan instead of trying to remember verbal instructions. This is why therapists use it. It works with how autistic brains actually process information. How to create a first/then board, the simple version. You don't need anything fancy. Here's the easiest way to make one. Option 1. paper and drawings, no cost. Take a piece of paper, draw 2 boxes. Label one first, label the other then. In the first box, draw or write the non-preferred activity. In the then box, draw or write the preferred activity. Examples. First, picture of shoes. Then, picture of car. First, picture of bathtub. Then, picture of tablet. First, picture of toothbrush. Then, picture of book. That's it. You don't need to be an artist. Stick figures work. Option 2, printed pictures, free online. Google, free first then board printable. Print it. Cut out pictures of activities or use clip art, photos, or simple drawings. Attach them to the board with Velcro dots, tape, or magnets. Swap pictures as needed for different routines. Option 3, use objects for very young or non-readers. Some kids don't understand pictures yet. Use actual objects. First, hold up their shoe. Then, hold up their favorite toy. Or place the objects on the table in order. Option 4, just use your words if visuals overwhelm your child. Some kids do fine with just the verbal cue. You don't have to make a board if your child responds to first shoes, then car, without needing the visual. Try the visual first. If it doesn't help, use words only. How to use first, then the right way, step by step. Here's exactly how therapists teach parents to do this. Step 1. Pick a transition that always causes meltdowns. Don't try to fix every transition at once. Pick one that's the hardest. Examples: getting dressed in the morning, turning off screen time, getting in the car, brushing teeth, leaving the playground, eating vegetables. Start with one, get good at it, then add more. Step 2. Choose a strong motivator for then. The then has to be something your child actually wants, not something you think they should want, something they really, truly love. Examples of strong motivators: favorite snack, goldfish, gummies, chips. Screen time, tablet, TV, phone. Favorite toy, bubbles, stuffed animal, fidget. Preferred activity, swinging, jumping on trampoline, going outside. Sensory item, weighted blanket, slime, spinning toy. The more they want the then, the more motivated they'll be to do the first. Step 3. Keep the first small at the beginning. This is where most parents mess up. They make the first too long or too hard. Don't do this. First, clean your entire room, then iPad. That's overwhelming. They'll melt down before they even start. Do this instead. First, pick up 3 toys, then iPad. Start small, build success. Once they trust the system, you can gradually make the first longer. Examples of small first tasks: first 3 bites of dinner, first 2 minutes of teeth brushing, first put on 1 shoe, not both, just one, first sit at the table, first pick up 5 blocks. Small wins build trust in the system. Step 4. Show the board and say the words calmly. Present the first/then board or objects, or just say it. Point to the first picture and say, first shoes. Point to the then picture and say, then car. Use a calm, neutral tone, not threatening, not begging, just stating what will happen. First shoes, then car. That's it. Then be quiet. Don't add lectures, explanations, or negotiations. Step 5. Help them complete the first if needed. If they don't immediately do the first task, help them. Use hand-over-hand guidance if needed. Break it into smaller steps. Use prompts. The goal is to get through the first task as quickly and calmly as possible so they can experience the then. Step 6. Immediately give them the then. This is the most important step. The second they complete the first, they get the then. No delays. No, okay, now go wash your hands first. First is done, then happens immediately. If you delay or add extra tasks, they stop trusting the system, and the meltdowns come back. Step 7. Celebrate and narrate what just happened. When they get the then, celebrate briefly. You did it! First shoes, then car. Now we're in the car. You're teaching their brain, when I do the hard thing, the good thing really does happen right away. Real-world examples you can try today. Let me give you specific scenarios so you know exactly what to do. Example 1, getting dressed in the morning. The problem. Every morning is a battle. Your child refuses to get dressed. You're late for school/therapy/work. The first/then solution. Make a board. First, picture of shirt and pants. Then, picture of their favorite breakfast, waffles, cereal, etc. What you say. First get dressed, then waffles. Show them the board. Point to each picture. Help them get dressed. Break it into steps if needed. First shirt, then pants. The second they're dressed, give them breakfast immediately. Do this every single morning for a week. They'll start to learn getting dressed equals breakfast happens fast. Example 2, turning off screen time. The problem. Trying to take the iPad away causes a meltdown every single time. The first/then solution. Before turning off the screen, show them the board. First, picture of iPad with a red X or off symbol. Then, picture of something they love, trampoline, snack, going outside. What you say. First iPad off, then trampoline. Give them a 2-minute warning first. Use a timer they can see. When the timer goes off, point to the board. First iPad off, then trampoline. Take the iPad, hand over hand if needed. Immediately take them to the trampoline. Do this every time you need to turn off the screen. They'll start to learn screen off equals fun thing happens right after. Example 3, eating vegetables. The problem. Your child refuses to eat anything but chicken nuggets. The first/then solution. First, picture of 3 carrot sticks, or whatever vegetable. Then, picture of their preferred food, nuggets, cookies, crackers. What you say. First 3 carrots, then cookie. Put 3 carrot sticks on their plate. Don't give them the cookie until they eat the carrots. Help them if needed. Hand over hand to bring it to their mouth if necessary. The second the 3rd carrot is eaten, give them the cookie immediately. Start small. 3 bites is enough. Build from there. Example 4, brushing teeth. The problem. Teeth brushing is a sensory nightmare. Takes 45 minutes. Ends in tears. The first/then solution. First, picture of toothbrush, or the actual toothbrush. Then, picture of bedtime story or favorite stuffed animal. What you say. First brush teeth, then story. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Start short. You can build to 2 minutes later. Help them brush, hand over hand if needed. When the timer goes off, immediately start the bedtime story. Do this every night for 2 weeks. Consistency is everything. Example 5, leaving the park. The problem. Every time you try to leave, they run away or melt down. The first, then, solution. Before leaving the house, show them the board. First, picture of park. Then, picture of home and snack, or tablet, or favorite toy. What you say. First park, then home for snack. Show them before you even go to the park so they know what to expect. When it's time to leave, show the board again. First done with park, then snack at home. Give a 5-minute warning with a visual timer. When time's up, guide them to the car, hand over hand if needed. Immediately when you get home, give them the snack. Common mistakes parents make and how to fix them. Mistake 1, making the first too big. You say, first clean your whole room, then tablet. That's overwhelming. They shut down. Fix. Start tiny. First pick up 5 toys, then tablet. Mistake 2, using a weak motivator for then. You say, first bath, then brush your hair. They don't care about brushing their hair. No motivation. Fix. Use something they actually love. First bath, then tablet. Mistake 3, not following through on the then. You say, first shoes, then car. They put on shoes, but then you say, okay, now go to the bathroom, then car. You just broke the contract. They stopped trusting the system. Fix. First is done, then happens immediately. No additions. Mistake 4, using it inconsistently. You use first/then on Monday, but not Tuesday through Friday. Fix. Use it every single time for the same transition until it becomes routine. Mistake 5, getting emotional. You say, first shoes. I said first shoes. Why don't you ever listen? Then car. Now. Your tone matters. Calm and neutral works. Yelling doesn't. Fix. Say it once, calmly, then help them through it without a lecture. What to expect. Timeline. Day 1 to 3. Your child might not understand the system yet. Keep showing the board. Keep saying the words. Follow through every time. Day 4 to 7. They start to understand the pattern. Meltdowns might reduce slightly. Keep going. Week 2. They begin trusting that the then really does happen. Cooperation increases. Week 3 to 4. Transitions become smoother. They might even start pointing to the then picture themselves to remind you what's coming. Month 2. You can start making the first slightly longer or harder because they trust the system. This doesn't work overnight, but it does work if you're consistent. When to expand beyond first/then. Once your child masters first/then, you can build on it. Option 1, add a timer to the first. First 5 minutes of homework, show timer, then break. This helps them see how long the non-preferred activity will last. Option 2, chain multiple first/then sequences. First shoes, then coat. First coat, then car. Option 3, build a longer visual schedule. Once they understand now/next, you can create a visual schedule for the whole day with multiple steps. But start with simple first/then. Don't overcomplicate it. Why this works when you don't have services. I know many of you are on waitlists that are 12 plus months long. Can't afford $150 plus per hour ABA therapy. Living in areas with no autism services. Waiting for school services to start. First/then is free. You can start today. It's evidence-based. Therapists use this exact strategy in ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis, occupational therapy, speech therapy, special education classrooms, autism early intervention programs. You don't need a therapist's permission to use it. You just need something to use as a visual, paper, pictures, or just words, consistency, a strong motivator, follow through. That's it. What if it's not working? If you've tried first, then for 2 weeks and it's still not helping, check these things. 1. Is the then strong enough? If they don't care about the reward, they won't cooperate. Try a different, more powerful motivator. 2. Is the first too big? Make it smaller, way smaller than you think it needs to be. 3. Are you following through immediately? If there's a delay between completing first and getting then, the system breaks down. 4. Are you using it consistently? If you only use it sometimes, they won't learn the pattern. 5. Is something else going on? If they're sensory overloaded, hungry, tired, or sick, first/then won't magically fix that. Address the underlying need first, then use first/then. The bottom line. If transitions are a daily battle in your house, first/then can change that. Not overnight, not perfectly, but it works. Here's what you do today. Pick one transition that always causes meltdowns. Make a simple first/then board, or just use words. Choose a strong motivator for then. Keep the first small. Say it calmly. First, then, follow through immediately every single time. Do this for 2 weeks. See what happens. Most parents report fewer meltdowns, smoother transitions, and less daily stress. You don't need a therapist to start. You just need consistency. You're doing great. I know you're exhausted. I know transitions feel impossible. I know you're on a wait list and desperate for tools that work now. This is one of those tools. It's simple, it's free, and it's what therapists teach families every single day. You can do this. Start today. Pick one transition, make the board, try it, and come back in 2 weeks and tell me if it helped. Reminder, I'm not a professional. I'm just a parent sharing what therapists teach and what actually works. If you need formal services, keep pursuing them. But while you wait, this tool can help today. Drop a comment. What's the hardest transition in your house? Let's help each other.
If you're feeling overwhelmed, I made something for you. Grab my free Calm in the Chaos guide, link in bio.